here we go. Cheers. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Just a Tip Tuesday. Today I am here with my lovely friend Carly Williford, and we are talking about essential oils. And this is a mug of all the questions that were asked from the Instagram poll a couple weeks ago. I know it's been a minute, but these are all the questions that were asked. So we are gonna be going through and picking all of them out and getting all the essential oil questions answered. Before we do that, let's talk about Carly for a second. So Carly and I, say hello.
Hi guys.
We have known each other for, it's just funny. We have known each other for 10 years now, which is insane. We became friends in August of 2009. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was at a party. And yeah, we became best buds. So Carly got into essential oils when, like 2 years ago?
About 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. And when did you actually start selling them?
Probably just like a year ago. It just kind of happened because I was so into them, and I just found an opportunity and just kind of ran with it.
Cool, very cool. So been using essential oils for 2.5 years and selling them for 1 year, which has been going really well. And it's been super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she has a lot of conviction in it, and you guys will learn a lot more about it. And I am so proud of her for all that she has done. Oh.
Cat came in the video.
Hi, kitty. I am so proud of essential oils are cat safe. No, they're not.
No, they are.
They are?
Yes. And dog safe.
And dog safe, which we'll get to. But I am so proud of her for all she has done. She is super passionate about it, and the knowledge that she has about essential oils and the benefits that they have is absolutely insane, and it's mind-blowing. And every time I ask a question, I always get a very long, detailed response, which I love. Yeah, so anyway, let's just dive right in. Okay, so this is a good one. This is a stupid one, but whatever. I know the person that submitted this was joking, but anyway. Can they replace vaccines?
Can essential oils replace vaccines? I'm gonna go with no. Even the most enthused essential oil lovers will probably tell you that that is not a safe practice or a safe method. So I fully plan to vaccinate my children one day.
Yeah. And one day meaning she does not have children right now. It's not like she's waiting to vaccinate them. Yeah. One day when they're old.
One day.
And along those lines as well, you are, that's what I want to talk about, your background. So Carly is a NICU nurse, so she has a medical background, so she is going to be the last person to say that they would replace vaccines.
Yeah.
We're not cuckoo over here.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little. Okay, great question. Didn't go far. Okay. It doesn't really matter if I don't see them. I'll just pick them out. What is your favorite essential oil to help relax and sleep?
Help relax and sleep. So I would probably go with two. So my favorite essential oil for relaxing and for sleep is two, frankincense and lavender. Those are two that I feel like are pretty common that people know and hear about a lot, and they're both really good for just putting in your diffuser at night and getting that going, and it just kind of winds you down, helps you relax. But it's not like you can just use them at night. You can use them in the morning too to help you relax and kind of start the day. So it's not something that's gonna make you fall asleep if you use it in the morning. So those are two pretty versatile oils, and they're super calming and grounding, and they smell really good too.
Mm-hmm. I can vouch for lavender. I put lavender in my diffuser every night. And I've also started to just put it like on my wrists, and then I'll also rub it in my temples because I get a lot of headaches. So it just overall is very calming, and it's a nice, it's a nice smell.
And there's different ways that you can use them too. So like she said, she puts them on her wrist.
I hope the cat walks in front of the camera.
You could put them in your diffuser at bedtime too. So.
Next. When mixing oils together, do they ever cancel each other out?
No. So that's the cool thing about oils. There's actually something called layering. So it's super simple. You just basically have, say you're gonna put the oil on your wrist, you would just put a couple drops there, kind of rub that together, dab it, whatever you do, and then you can go ahead and just put another one over top of it. So essential oils, each oil has hundreds of different benefits. So really you're just piling benefits on top of that. So they're so molecularly small that they penetrate the skin and will go directly into your bloodstream. So you can get hundreds of benefits that way by layering them. So
sweet. Okay. Oh, I think this is my question. Oh,
that's a big one.
This is a really big. That's how I knew it was my question because it's ginormous.
Make me nervous.
What is the difference between YoungLiving oils and then what the oils that you would buy at Walgreens, Target, Walmart, whatever? What's the difference?
So there's a pretty big difference. Basically, there are not many regulations on essential oils yet, so it's in the same realm of how the government limits or protects the chemicals, which is not very much. So very loose regulations. So basically, for an essential oil to be labeled as 100% pure essential oil, you might see those at Kroger or Whole Foods or Amazon or whatever. It only really needs to be 5% pure in order to label it as that. So 95% can be filled with synthetic carriers, chemical solvents, just other chemicals piling on top, which ultimately defeats the entire purpose of using essential oils and of living a chemical-free lifestyle. So YoungLiving owns their own farms and they have super strict regulations and they hand weed each individual crop and they pick it and bottle it and everything is totally under like strict supervision. So there is a huge difference in using essential oils. So you might not notice benefits from ones that you get at the store, and that's because 95% of that bottle is something that's artificial. So if you are looking to use essential oils, I would suggest that you do your research and just kind of see the different ones out there. And I choose to use YoungLiving just because of how strict they are. And I know that I'm getting 100% pure, so.
Which ties in really well to what we talked about last week with nutrition and walking around the grocery store and how you really, the FDA really does not have the back of Americans. They are really just controlled by a lot of larger companies and a lot of big money. So you really have to be careful when you're walking around stores and reading those labels, because what is behind the scenes and what you don't see is what actually qualifies them to label their products a certain way. And most of the time it's just marketing. It's just other companies found a lot of loopholes to be able to say it's one thing when it's really not. So have to be super careful, which is really annoying as a consumer, but that's just the world that we live in today.
It's tricky.
Okay, next one.
Moving on.
Are essential oils okay to put directly on your skin, or should you have a carrier oil?
I love this question. So yes, they are safe to put directly on your skin. Some people have super sensitive skin, so in that case, you can go ahead and use a carrier oil. I particularly do not use them unless I'm spreading over a large surface area. So if I'm using an essential oil for something like stomach related and I'm putting it over my stomach, then I will use a carrier oil because then it allows it to cover a larger surface area. They are so small that once you put them on your skin, they kind of seep in super quick. So that's why it helps with that large surface area. But if you don't have sensitive skin and you're not taking any medications that are going to interact with the oil, then you're fine. And if you want to do like a test patch, you can always put the oil on your forearm, just put a couple drops. And if there is any redness or swelling or anything like that, then all you need to do is just put some carrier oil, fractionated coconut oil, almond seed oil, grape seed, whatever you want to use, and then just put that there and it'll kind of pull it back out of your skin so that it doesn't absorb too quickly. So
cool. My skin can get pretty sensitive and I have always put them directly on my skin and I've never had any problems. Yeah, it's been totally fine. So I can't imagine that that comes up too much.
Here's another thing too, again, going back to the quality of essential oils. So if you're using the pure essential oil that comes straight from the plant, no extra stuff added, then you are not you're not putting yourself at risk for having a reaction. You still could because you have sensitive skin, but you're not having a reaction to something that's synthetic or artificial. So because it's just simply the plant.
Cool.
So.
And a carrier oil is what? Is it just is it just kind of a basic oil?
So it's just like a fatty oil. When we think of like olive oil, what we cook with. So it's just a fattier oil versus the tiny, molecularly small essential oil. So if you put the two next to each other, you can kind of see the difference in, I wish I had it with me to show.
Like consistency?
Consistency, yeah.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
And obviously carrier oils have great benefits too. So it's not just to carry the oil, it actually, they're moisturizing to the skin and they can help balance different sebums in the skin, and they have a whole slew of benefits too. So
sweet. Can you list some oil combos to use in the diffuser?
Yeah. So this is a good one too. This one is, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for certain blends of sleep, again, I would say frankincense and lavender are great. YoungLiving has a blend that's called Stress Away, which has lavender, lime, copaiba, cedarwood. So it's already a blend for you, but that one's really good in the diffuser to kind of like wind down, de-stress, and help with sleep. Really good ones for focus are peppermint, lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus and lemon. So it really just depends on what you're going for. I could honestly name 100 different diffuser blends,
and there are books.
There are books too, and Pinterest is great too. So
and Pinterest.
Pinterest, they have lots of different recipes. So if you're getting started with essential oils and you're not sure like what to do, you can always contact me, or you can just look on Pinterest or Google, and there's tons of recipes there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and seriously, you can message Carly on Instagram and just say, hey, what would be a good combo
blend for this, or
a
something.
good blend to calm down for the day or something like that.
Yeah, never hesitate to ask me with questions. I love talking about oils, so I'm happy to help. Oils, my life.
Can you ingest all oils?
You cannot ingest all oils. You can ingest YoungLiving oils. So YoungLiving oils got the stamp sealed approval by the FDA that they were certified safe to be taken internally, and they are also non-GMO certified. So not essential oils are like this. Also going back to that quality piece, you cannot just ingest any old oil. If you go to the store and grab peppermint oil and you're like, oh, I want to take this for digestion, you might get sick. Again, there's that 95% that's not pure, and you're just taking that risk. You are not taking that risk if you are using pure oil, so that's kind of where the difference lies. But I do take oils internally on a daily basis. So
yeah, and the oils that you guys have that are safe to ingest or marked safe to ingest have a separate labeling. It's called Vitality.
Yeah,
right?
They do.
Okay.
And just want to like say this too really quick. So the Vitality oil and the regular oil, the only difference is the label. So the FDA made YoungLiving put a white label that kind of just says, here, this one's safe to ingest. But the lime Vitality is the same essential oil as the lime regular. They just had to have a certain way of showing people like, okay, this is the ones that you can ingest. So
cool. And there's a lot that you can ingest.
There's a lot, yeah. And a lot of people cook with them too and bake with them. I bake with cinnamon and nutmeg and lemon
and basil oil. Some people put in
rosemary, thyme. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
So very cool.
Oregano, pizza.
Whoops. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that
smells like pizza.
That's a good idea.
That's
good. Can you use essential oils just as a consumer and not as a distributor?
Oh yeah. So I think this question was referring to like YoungLiving because it's a multi-level marketing company, and you absolutely can. So there's a lot of people on my team. Emmy actually gets oils from me, and she does not sell them. So you absolutely do not have to. There's no quotas or penalties or monthly fees or anything like that. So if you were just looking to use oils and you were not looking for the business, then that's okay. So yeah.
And that's what I do too. I just go on YoungLiving's website and just kind of look at what I want. So, and then I just order it like I'm ordering on Amazon. It's not a complicated thing. But of course I have Carly listed as my rep, so she gets credit for it. Okay. down. How essential are they? So
Essential.
So essential. Hi, Mrs. Williford. We're filming a video. Oh no,
You'll have to cut
you
this
can
part
no,
out.
you can come in.
Yeah.
We'll
You
just
can
say
she'll
hi
just
to
cut this
everybody.
part out.
Oh no, I won't.
No, you
It's
will.
staying. No, it's staying.
No.
It'll be so fun.
Oh,
Is aromatherapy? Oh, this is our last question. The mug, the Mercedes-Benz of Westchester mug is empty. I'm just kidding.
Got scared for a minute.
I really thought I was gonna do it. Is aromatherapy helpful for dogs who have separation anxiety?
Yes. Aromatherapy is helpful for anyone. The cool thing about diffusing essential oils, so aromatherapy is basically breathing them in. So the cool thing about diffusing is, long story short, your scent is connected to your brain, which controls your memory, your mood, things like your respirations, your heart rate, focusing and things like that. So yes, it is definitely good to do that for dogs that are having anxiety. Again, you can use the lavender in the diffuser, and you can even put them on dogs too. So a lot of people put like lavender down a dog's spine if they're going in the car or they're just freaking out. So yes, aromatherapy is good for everybody as long as you're using pure oils.
Very cool. Okay. Well, that is all of the questions that were submitted. So those were all some pretty good questions, and yeah, that's definitely a good foundation. So you have some more information about essential oils and where to go from here. Definitely follow Carly's page. She posts a lot of really helpful stories and a lot of really helpful posts. And she posts different blends and she walks through the different things that she gets. So she's kind of her own guinea pig, which is kind of cool. So she'll try everything out and make sure that she likes
Safe
it.
for you guys. No.
Safe.
They're all safe, but
Green light.
making sure it's all good.
But anyway, so that has been this week's Just a Tip Tuesday. I hope that was helpful for you. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to Carly. Have a good one.
Bye.